What do you think? I think she's good. I think she's real good.
Seen better. Lots better.
Oh, yeah? She reminds me a little of Betty Gilroy. I mean, it's too bad about Betty, huh?
So much for subtlety, huh?
Come on, Pete. I know we want the tape, but let's use a little tact. Nick, get ready to move. We can't blow it with this guy again. Even I can tell Kozak's getting suspicious.
We just have to trust that Pete knows who he's dealing with, huh?
Okay, Pete. How about you telling me why we're all of a sudden discussing Betty Gilroy? She's a dead issue.
I was just thinking about it. Thinking about how it was a shame in a way.
Shame. How?
Oh, a shame that you got the last go at her and I didn't.
Sorry. Hey,
No, it's okay, Murray.
Isn't that thorough?
It's okay, Murray. Hero! Murray!
He's got it. You hear that, Knight?
What the hell are you doing? I'm your friend, man! They didn't give me a choice! No! You! No! I'm sorry!
I didn't do it. I didn't do it! Damn it!
He was brought across in 1228. Preyed on humans for their blood. Now he wants to be mortal again. To repay society for his sins. To emerge from his world of darkness. From his endless forever night.
Well, we did a heck of a job looking out for him.
He knew it could have turned out bad. Pete volunteered the pigeon for us.
He was looking it up to 18 months in the can. You call that volunteering?
Any goodies over here?
Anyone find anything?
Some interesting material, but so far nothing to do with Betty Gilroy.
Keep looking.
Why? Someone you know having a bachelor party aboard a fully manned nuclear sub? Okay, not funny. But even if this tape of Kozak's exists, what idiot would have a home movie floating around of him strangling his sex partner?
Well, if it didn't exist, why'd we send Pete in to find it?
Do you want to know why? To nail Kozak. This department's been after him since before you showed up from where the hell you showed up from. I mean, I just wish I was here in time to save Pete. But the guy blew it.
If only I'd got here a few seconds sooner.
Hey, do not beat yourself up. You were a superhero to get here as quick as you did. How did you get here as quick as you did?
What do you got?
Grad pictures.
More like baby pictures.
Hey, you think I'm stupid enough to kill a guy on a wire with the police camped outside the door? He shot himself.
You don't want to know what I think about you.
Listen, Stone, whatever your face is, I'm a businessman. I make real money and provide a real service. Maybe that's more we can say for you, huh? Besides, I didn't do nothing. Keep your clammy paws off. You got nothing on me.
I saw you kill Farber.
Really?
Yeah, he did it, and I saw it.
You! No! I'm sorry!
Get him out of here.
Looks like we finally got him. That means we don't have to worry about him for a while. That's great news. Good job, Nick.
Excuse me, miss.
It's Mistress. Mistress Tamara.
Does a mistress have a last name?
Dugan. Tamara Dugan.
So, did you pal around with these creeps?
We're business associates. Look, I just came by because we were going to shoot something tonight. Excuse me.
Well, shoot me your phone number so I can get in contact with you if I need to.
I should have guessed. Policemen are some of my best clients. Let your fingers do the walking.
Yeah, right. I'll look it up under abuse. Voluntary.
All right, what's going on?
What does it look like? It's a party.
Party, huh?
Just our way of saying thanks to you for bagging the unbaggable.
Good. Because for one terrible second, I thought I was having another birthday.
We all owe you one, Nick. Here's to the end of the Kozak-Farber regime of sleaze, sexploitation, and the illegal use of teenage girls.
Hey, my wife slaved over this for hours, so don't give me anything about that crazy diet of yours.
You can forget the diet in a minute. I got the Crown Prosecutor in my office to see him. Cut me a piece of that, will you?
Okay, everybody, cake. Line up.
Quick statement from you, Detective, and you can get back to your party.
No problem.
I'd like you to recall the incidents of last night in as much detail as possible. This is to keep typos from getting in the way of justice. Ready?
Yes, sure.
One for us. Here for next party?
Looks like I found the place.
Yeah, there's cake, punch, beer, champagne if you're off duty. He's an amazing cop. The story of how he did it would blow you away.
Our informer was obviously in danger. I left the car to see if I could get closer. I came up to a fence. There was no way around it, so I had to go over it. I then ran across a yard towards the warehouse itself, and there was an open window, so I climbed through it. When I got inside, I could see stairs leading up. There was no one around, so I continued up to the top floor. Just kept going. When I heard voices, I assumed I was near where Farber and Kozak were. I couldn't make out what they said, but the voices were coming from a door at the end of the hallway. I was running to the door when I heard him screaming, "Don't shoot." The situation had gotten out of hand, so I decided to go in. Then I saw Kozak. He pulled the trigger just as I entered. Shot Pete Farber dead.
You saw that.
You! No! I'm sorry!
Excuse me.
You saw him pull the trigger?
Yeah.
Okay, then. We're done. Thank you for your cooperation. Enjoy your party, Detective. You deserve it.
Thank you.
Captain Stonetree? Mm-hmm. I'll need a couple minutes of your time.
Sure.
So, I understand you saved the day once again. Was it a step forwards or a step backwards? I thought so.
The guy was in
Nice
trouble.
work,
now.
Nick.
When he put on the wire, he put his life into our hands. I did what I had to do. Anyway, the crime will convict him, not what I saw.
Did you actually see the shooting?
What do you mean by that?
Your report says he was shot from a distance of 4 or 5 feet. My autopsy says point blank. Remember, Nick, in the mortal world, perjury is a crime too.
I'm innocent! I'm innocent! You have to believe me!
I saw him kill Sarah Fergus.
Why won't anyone listen to him?
Way to go, Nate.
Detective Knight, this is the Crown Prosecutor's Office. Just calling to let you know that the Kozak trial date has been set. You're scheduled to appear in court on the 15th at 10 a.m., bright and early.
Captain, I need to talk to you for a minute.
I can spare a couple. You're a pretty important man around here right now.
Yeah, it's about Kozak's trial.
Yes?
It's been set, and I have to take the stand in the daytime.
Big deal. Get some rest, and I'll get somebody to cover for you.
Captain, you remember? I can't work during the day. I mean, come on, you know what I'm talking about. That's the whole reason I work nights.
Your condition. Allergy to the sun. Nick, we're talking about a trial, not a day at the beach.
Hey, maybe I know a little bit more about this than you do. Can we just take my word for it, huh? I mean, it's a problem.
What do you want me to do?
Let me videotape my testimony and send it in like I always do.
Nick, it's a little different from those times and this time. Then you were just an arresting officer. Now you're a primary witness, the only witness.
So what are you saying? No go?
It's simple. The only hope we have in nailing Kozak is if you take the stand and tell the judge what you saw.
Retail? Are you kidding? You don't buy this stuff retail. Get it from me, Nick. I'll give you a great discount, okay?
Oh, sure. How do you think the Dutch got Manhattan?
Now, according to Myra, this one's got the most protection of the whole Skin Pretty line. Here it is. Ozone Shield, 100% UVA blockage. It's got a very, very pleasing coconut peach scent.
Total sun protection, huh? You sure?
Absolutely. You can wear this stuff at Chernobyl. I hope you're not insinuating that my wife is a liar.
No.
2 years running, Myra Skanky has been Skin Pretty's Sales Lady of the Year, Toronto region. You should just feel this skin. Smooth as a baby's bottom. Or so I've been told.
Just give me the sunblock, okay?
What you're doing is a very wise thing, my friend, what with the sun trying to destroy us and all. And $14.95 is a very good price. Besides, I never really went for those tan guys, huh? Who's the guy that did that vampire movie? He used to date Lyndon Johnson's daughter, something bird. Hamilton. George Hamilton, that's who it was. A tan vampire. Now there's a jerk. I cannot wait to see what Mistress Tamara calls her office. Isn't this the place we busted Kozak?
I bet they've got adjoining bunkers.
Tamara!
Be out in a minute. So you're men? What do you think?
I think I'm glad that the only time my wife wears rubber is when she's washing dishes.
You'll never know until you try. Look, I've already told you everything I know.
Including what you know about Betty Gilroy.
Young woman's body found in lake. Possible link to porno movie ring. Suspects still at large.
What about what wasn't in the papers?
I've heard the rumors, but I've never seen or been involved in any video where Betty Gilroy was strangled. Well, that is what you were looking for the night Murray allegedly killed Pete.
You don't think he did it now? Is there any reason why you're not being called in as a character witness for Murray Kozak?
They never asked.
Maybe it's because you might say something to hurt his case.
I would never say or do anything to hurt Murray. Unless he wanted me to.
You really think she knows something?
Well, it sounds like she knows Kozak.
Yeah, maybe a little too well.
Hey, Skank, I want to ask you something.
Shoot, if I don't know it, I'll look it up.
What if I told you that I didn't actually see Kozak shoot Farber?
You want to know what I'd say?
Yeah.
I'd say, so what?
So what? That's it? Hey, Skank, that's it?
Yeah. So you lied. It happens, Nick. The dishonorable opposition does it. Sometimes we got to do it, too. It's not as if there's any question that the bad guy murdered the victim, right? So what's the big deal?
You knew all along, huh?
No. It just wasn't the main issue, that's all. It's either that or I got the $6 million man for a partner.
Go home, Skanky.
Yeah.
You got a problem?
Me a problem? That'll be the day.
Well, everything will be all better tomorrow, right?
Captain? I can understand why people don't trust hoods or thugs, used car salesmen, politicians, but why don't people trust us?
Yeah, Skanky. It's late then.
Protect and serve, right? Don't use your gun unless he fires at you first. Breaking into the neighborhood crack factory, dodging the bullets of the Uzis, and then warning them not to say anything that could be used against them.
Look, Skanky, you got some time coming. Why don't you take a trip with the wife and kid?
You know I'm right, Captain.
Comes with the job, Skanky.
And it stinks.
I know how you feel.
I'm sure you do. And the sun comes up and the bodies roll in and the lawyers do their plea bargains and you get balder and I go gray and time goes by. And at the precinct reunion picnic, I look at you, you look at me, and it's history. We're history. Ugly, bloody, game over history. And your kid, the architect, and my kid, the dentist, they visit us in the old folks' home. And they look at us like we've lived our lives under a rock somewhere.
You're worried now what your kid's gonna think of you later on? Skanky, it's 4 o'clock in the morning.
That's right, Captain. That's it. You nailed it exactly. You got it. You nailed it. I don't like the fact that my kid, that our kids won't follow in our footsteps, wouldn't be caught dead in our footsteps. That's right. And it all goes back to what I was saying, that we're not the heroes, that we're the bad guys.
Can we continue this tomorrow? I'm beat.
We need more heroes. That's the problem.
Do me 2 favors, Skanky.
Sure.
Go get some sleep. And on your way, don't do anything heroic, okay?
You think I'm stupid, right? That I'm talking a bunch of garbage?
No, I don't. I totally agree with you. But all I can think about right now is sleep.
Rise and shine, Nicky boy. Hey, you're up. Great. Today's a big day, huh?
I'll have a large coffee, 2 eggs over easy, crisp bacon, whole wheat toast, please.
Oh. If I have any more coffee, I'll be able to fly home.
Sounds like a great idea. You going home?
Ah, partner. Or would you prefer partner, as John Wayne used to say in the old movies when men were men and women loved it. I've gone down the whole precinct roster, and guess what? You're up to bat. That's right. Score is 0-0, but we're losing. But we're always losing, you understand?
You OD'd on a 6-foot souvlaki or something?
It hit me when I talked to Stone Tree. But I'll give you the short version, because we're partners.
Who says you're not merciful?
I am mighty, mighty serious, partner.
If I could tap in on your nervous energy, you could light up a whole city.
You know, I don't like it when you don't take me seriously. You know, I've come all the way over here to tell you that today you can do it. You can be a hero. Remember when you told me that you didn't exactly see Kozak shoot Farber?
Yeah.
And I said, so what? Allow me to elaborate. We need police to be heroes, right? So today in court, you can be that hero. So I can, you know, go home, I can sleep a little bit better, not to mention all the cops and their wives and children, the whole city.
I just got up. I mean, I'm listening to you, but I just don't get what you're saying.
Okay, look at it this way, If it takes you to tell a little white lie so we can look like heroes, then do it. You can hit the home run, and we can win the game. And we can be proud of what we do. So don't lose sight of the fact that Kozak's the bad guy and we're the good guys. So he goes up the river to the big house, and we get the rightful applause. Am I making any sense at all?
Yeah, I understand.
Good. Good enough. Whoa, I gotta fly. Gotta go home, get a shower, kiss Myra, kick the dog. I don't want to miss the main event. See you later, partner. Get a new door.
Nicolas, what has you so enchanted?
The music.
Perhaps the music. But perhaps our young companion has chosen his evening's prey.
Common street players? Surely 600 years have refined your tastes beyond that.
The students at the conservatory and very talented, especially the girl. I should play again, but I'll never compare to them.
We will be back shortly.
I could listen to her for the rest of time.
Perhaps music isn't the only mortal pleasure you yearn for.
Lacroix. Music feeds the soul.
It's a pity that music is one of the only things mortals excel at. Why do you think that is, Nicholas? Is it because they have a soul?
And you do not.
We do not.
Pardon me, have you seen the young woman I was performing with?
No, sorry.
I was wrong, Nicolas. You do have good taste.
Sarah! No! My God!
feel? Doing okay?
Yeah, a little wiped out. So what am I in for?
Well, everything from here to the courtroom is either underground or in the inside with no windows.
What about the courtroom itself?
The blinds of those old Venetian jobs, radiation couldn't get through. I had city engineering shut them last night.
Let's hope they stays that way.
I told them I was a decorator. When they left me alone to indulge my creative vision, I sabotaged the pull cords. Nick, I hope you know what you're doing.
If I can avoid the sun, I'll be all right.
I'm talking about what you're going to say in the stand.
Nat, I've been around for 800 years. I know what's wrong and what's right.
Do you smell pina coladas?
This court charges the defendant, John Underwood, with murder in the first degree of Sarah Fergus.
There you are. What took you so long? You missed the best part.
Nice suit, Captain.
Thanks. My son made it for me in school.
What do you mean? What did I miss?
Opening remarks. Kozak's lawyer's got a real show planned. Fireworks and everything. Are you ready? He says he's going to prove that you're lying. That you never saw Kozak shoot Farber.
Mr. Kozak, tell us what happened on the night of April 12th, 1992.
I was having a drink with Pete Farber in our warehouse office.
You were having a drink, a friendly drink.
Oh, yeah. We were friends. Close friends and business partners.
Good friends, and yet you're charged with killing him. How did that happen?
I was set up.
He's telling the truth. It's not the murder. And would you mind telling this court who is?
A woman.
A wire.
Yeah. Oh. I told him what I thought of a guy who'd betray his best friend just to clear up a problem between himself and the police. No, I know. I was too hard on him. Now I know he was trapped.
And how did this murder occur?
I saw the defendant asking if anyone had seen his friend, Sarah. He was looking for her.
And what did you do?
I told him to put down the gun.
And why didn't he?
He went crazy. I've never seen him cry before. He just wouldn't listen to me. He kept saying over and over how sorry he was, that he'd been cornered by the police, that he didn't have any choice.
By the time I got there, it was too late. She was already dead. The woman... She'd broken the girl's neck.
That's a load, Kozak.
Mr. Kozak.
Order.
Mr. Kozak, continue, please.
I picked up the gun after he shot himself. I was holding it. That's when the officer arrived.
Order. That's enough. Recess. This court is now in recess.
You know what I think? I think I'm the judge sitting up there listening to Nick Knight and Murray Kozak. You know who I'm going to believe. What I'm saying is, don't sweat it. Don't sweat it, buddy.
What if he's telling the truth?
He's not.
Look, what if Pete Farber really did kill himself, huh? Natalie's report says the gunshot could be considered consistent with a suicide.
It's also consistent with Kozak putting the barrel to Pete's head and pulling the trigger. All you gotta do is get up there and say you saw Kozak ventilate Farber. And it's cops 1, dirtbags nothing.
The defense calls Detective Nicholas Knight.
Nail him to the wall, Nick.
State your name.
Venetia Dawson.
Nicholas Knight.
Place your right hand on the Bible. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do. Be seated.
Detective Knight, would you please tell me what happened on the night in question?
My partner, another officer, and myself were involved in surveillance at 24 Commerce Way. The informer, Pete Farber, was wearing a wire, and we were taping his conversation with the accused.
Describe your positions as this was going on.
The others were parked in a surveillance van to the north side of the warehouse entrance, and I was in my car a hill above from the south side.
So, you were listening in on their conversation, and what happened?
Well, I was afraid that our informer was in danger, so I decided to get closer just in case something happened.
And what gave you the idea that something might happen?
I could tell that Kozak was getting suspicious. He wanted to know why Farber was asking so many questions.
So, you decided that there was trouble and you went into the warehouse. How did you get there?
I climbed a fence and went across the shipping yard to the warehouse.
Yes, a 10-foot fence and a yard half the length of a football field. Please, go on.
I entered the warehouse through an open window and went up some stairs. When I got to the top floor to where Mr. Kozak's studio is.
That man wasn't even there. He didn't see anything. John Underwood killed Sarah Fergus.
That's a lie. I know you didn't see him kill her. I know you just saw him holding her. Please, no matter what you think, you have to tell them the truth about what you saw.
You heard the shot?
I beg your pardon?
You heard the shot! And that's when you burst in. Or did you hear the shot sooner, like when you were charging up the stairs or outside running across the field? Because the problem I'm having, Detective Knight, is trying to figure out how you were able to get to the crime scene so much sooner than the other officers in order to see all you claim that you saw.
Because I was closer to the scene than they were.
I have here a deposition from a decathlete I hired to reenact your heroics. It took him 4 minutes. I'd have him testify, but he's at the Olympic trials right now. According to your testimony and the records of the conversation between Mr. Kozak and Pete Farber, you arrived in just over 2 minutes. Perhaps we should begin training our Olympic hopefuls on a diet of coffee and donuts.
It would have taken 4 minutes if I had left from my car. But I was already far away from my car when Kozak found the wire on Farber.
And why would you do that?
I was playing a hunch. I could tell from the very beginning of the conversation that Farber was getting into trouble.
Well, I suppose I can't doubt your word on how you got there. But I can doubt your word on this because my client insists that you didn't. Did you really see Murray Kozak shoot Pete Farber?
I know he did it.
But you didn't see him do it.
No, I'm sorry!
The only hope we have in nailing Kozak is if you take the stand and tell the judge what you saw.
You have to tell them that you didn't see him do it.
Did you really see it?
All you gotta do is get up there and say you saw Kozak ventilate Farber.
I did see him. I was there. I saw him kill Sarah Fergus.
No, I'm sorry!
You saw Kozak ventilate Farber.
But you didn't see him do it.
Tell the judge what you saw.
actually see it.
My lord, I request all the charges against my client be dismissed.
The court has no choice but to comply with the defense's wishes. Case dismissed.
Waste of time. Waste of time.
All I can say is, you'll never ever learn, will you, Nicolas?
When it came down to it, I couldn't lie anymore. I didn't see what I said I did.
Who cares about that? Who cares about them? We are so much more than them. Who cares about their petty laws?
I do. Although I don't think I'm exactly what you call welcome around the police station anymore.
Good. Oh, Nick, let's leave.
You know, we spend our whole lives running away. I don't want to do that anymore. I want to fit in.
Nicolas, we have everything that humans want. We have everything that they lust after. Tomorrow we can be in Paris, on the Seine, or in Mombasa. Whatever we want, it's ours. It's ours. The things that you concern yourself with, they're nothing. You want to arrest a tawdry little pornographer. We saw the Marquis de Sade. The things you concern yourself with are just specks in time. Why do you do it? Why does it matter?
It'll help me find my soul.
Your soul is long gone. You lost it when Lacroix brought you over. He was never one to let his life become boring. Do you know where he is, Nick?
Damn you. Burn in hell.
Dead. You're pathetic. You want to belong? You belong to no one, not us. Not them. You're not true to your own kind. You're not even true to yourself.
Hey, guys.
Nate, I thought you were off for a few days.
I was.
Precinct. No, I didn't see it.
I figured it was time to get back to work.
Oh, yeah. Skanky's not here. He's working on the Gilson case.
So, how long is this going to go on, Captain?
What?
The silent treatment from everyone. Case has been taken away from me.
Everybody's just trying to do their job. Mind their own business.
I didn't see the gun go off.
Then why'd you tell everybody you did?
Is that the question, Captain? Because I get the feeling that the real question is, why didn't I stick to the lie? I don't think that Kozak is innocent.
Well, it don't make a hell of a lot of difference now.
I need a warrant.
For what? Kozak, you must be nuts. Word is, he's already got a civil suit in the works.
The warrant isn't for Kozak.
You were very brave. I was surprised. I think you deserve a little reward. Maybe I'll let you shine my boots. You're a very lucky boy, aren't you, Murray? Getting away with that awful murder. Come here! You must be relieved, aren't you, Murray? It must feel good being free and clear. First, Betty. Now, Pete. You're quite good at this, aren't you, Murray?
You made me kill Betty. You made me kill her.
If you're good, we can watch some naughty movies together. Something starring Betty Gilroy.
Give me that tape.
Sit.
That was the deal. I keep you out of it, you give me the tape.
I said sit.
I'm not letting you hold it over me anymore. Give me the tape. You long enough!
Let go of me.
Open the door.
Yeah, just hurry up. An ambulance at 22 Grand Street. Got it? You're under arrest for the attempted murder of Tamara Dugan.
I saw the bullets go right through you. What?
Try saying that in court. I don't know about you, but I'd say they'd call you a liar.
About that.
Oh, I'm not. I'm laughing at you.
What do you mean?
Well, how can you cry about that, huh? It's not even about people.
Oh, it's so sad.
It's about a 40-foot gorilla.
All right, that's it. I take back everything I ever said about you having a chance at being human.
I apologize, okay? I realize that humanity isn't always perfect, Nat.
Well, watching Kozak drag his mistress down with him wasn't all that pretty.
They both going to jail?
Mm-hmm. The one who did it and the one who made him do it.
So how about you and the rest of the world? Has it forgiven you yet for telling the truth?
It's getting there.
You see, you're not immune to happy endings. By the way, you never told me about what happened to that musician.
Oh, he was sentenced to death.
You don't seem very bothered by that.
Well, somehow someone managed to break into his jail cell and he escaped. He ended up playing first violin for some symphony orchestra somewhere.